James Dent and Quentin Jones.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we'll let Joseph here start with questions for you guys.
James, you started your NIU career with back-to-back double-digit points. You've shot the ball very efficiently. How have you been adjusting to the new team?
Uh, Pretty easy. You know, we all get in the gym with each other. You know, the guys want me to go out there and play my game, and I want them to do the same. So they just make it easy for me to just be myself.
Like when you had double digits as well, what were you seeing out there on the court today?
We had the advantage on size, so that was pretty much the game plan, is to get downhill, get in the paint, shoot free throws. Then we just do what we do, just move the ball, get downhill, just play our game.
And as a team, you were able to capitalize off turnovers. I believe you had 30 points off turnovers as opposed to 9 in the season opener. What was different today than you saw on Monday?
We just played with more poise, slowed the game down without slowing down, getting our offense more together, more continuity, so things like those.
Yeah, same thing.
And then Ethan Butler had 14 points, I believe 6 rebounds, 3 blocks. How is having a guy like him who's been in this program for a couple of years helped you guys adjust to this team?
EB is a big help. We're going to need him a lot this season. His body and frame. He's on the boards a lot, so he's a big help. We have him. We missed TJ today as well. So, I mean, he stepped up for us, EB, playing the 5 and playing the 4. So.
Yeah, like you said, the frame, that's what we want from him, is to be aggressive. So having that consistently is going to be a big push for us.
What does a game like this do for the team and going forward into future games?
It gets the win under our belt. This is something we could build from, regardless of who the opponent is. We can grow from this and just keep this in the back of our head.
Yeah.
49 points from the bench. Just what do you think says about the depth of the team?
That's what we're going to need. Guys off the bench come in and score for us. Myself, Quint here, EB. We got more guys. Joe. Those guys. We're going to score, but the bench is what we're going to need as well to get us going, get everything else flowing. Even the guys that start.
Yeah. So our main guys. Once later down the season, we start playing conference and everything, starting to take away some of our main guys. Having that depth on the bench is going to be something very important for us.
All right, anything else? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Go Huskies.
Coach Burno's here, so we'll let him get started with the statement on tonight's game.
First off, thank you guys for coming. Tonight was a good night for NIU. I thought our guys came out and had a level of discipline that's needed in a game like this. I thought we shared the ball well. We really did what was asked of them in regards to the discipline side on both sides. We shot the ball well, which is important for us. The three ball went in for us. I think we shot 50%. Yeah, 50-something% from three, which is huge for us. And it opens up the floor for our guards. So I thought we played with the right intentions for 40 minutes. So I'm happy with their performance. Now we got to start over tomorrow for a really good team coming in Monmouth.
Questions?
Big difference for the first game?
Yeah, these guys, you know, with new guys being on the road, and you know, Georgia Southern was probably one of the better environments that we're going to be in the non-conference. So, but yeah, it was way more intention to what we were doing on both sides of the ball. So the guys were a little bit, you know, down about their performance. We knew we were a better team than what we showed in the first half. And so tonight we was very, very intentional with what we were doing with the ball. And so, yeah, this is a good starting block for us to now try to build on.
Coach, how important is it to have a game like this at home where you win by a lot? A lot of guys who are playing together for the first time. What does that do for a team's confidence?
That's a great question. It's a step in the right direction. You know, obviously you need to have some good stuff, good momentum going your way. We require a lot for our student athletes to compete and be present and really give to each other. And so have this type of results gives them some confidence that we are working on the right things and that they can play at this level.
I know it's early, but you're using a lot of different combinations to see how it really works out there.
Yeah, and some of these guys like Dom, who was coming off of a broken jaw, missed a large part of the summer. T's coming off a toe injury. Some of these guys needed this game for rhythm and also from a conditioning standpoint. The good thing is we'll be on tomorrow, off on Saturday to give them more time to recover. Some of the guys are a little bit banged up, but it was more so to get rhythm and get these guys an opportunity to play together.
And Coach, you had 30 points off turnovers today as opposed to 9 on Monday. What was different today?
Just our ability to get in passing lanes. We did a really good job of guarding without fouling. And once you can get out in transition and get easy baskets, it make you feel a little bit better. And so when you get in the half court, you're not putting too much pressure on yourself because you got a layup, right? Or you got fouled. And so I thought playing, and we also played a different style. We were really aggressive this game. We got really turned up. We turned it up, a lot the second half on Monday. Today we wanted to be the initiator.
Type of basketball you wanted here when you came. I mean, up and down, you know, intense and get it up and as fast as you can.
Yeah, we have the athletes this year. You know, obviously, Kalon Nichols is probably one of the best athletes. He can really turn it on both sides of the ball. We have Joe, we have Dom, you have, you know, Quentin Jones, who's a really good athlete. So we got length, and then we also have speed. And so for us to be good and competitive in the MAC, we got to be really disruptive on the defensive end. And we got a couple different packages we're going to use in the next couple weeks to get ready for MAC play.
Coach, you had, I believe, 5 guys with at least double-digit points today. How good is it to be able to distribute the ball like that to a bunch of different guys?
Makes the game easy. But, you know, a lot of that is built on trust, right? Knowing that, hey, I can pass up a good shot for a great shot, and trust that the next guy is going to do the same for you. I thought we played unselfish for 40 minutes, which is always a good sign, because you're going to need that when the level of competition increases. Like on Tuesday, you got to trust each other to play the right way.
Not surprised this one got over early.
Say it again?
Not surprised this one was over early.
Yeah, but we still played to our standards, right? We understood that, you know, I think they played last night or the night before, so I knew they were going to have dead legs or they were going to be fatigued, and that's why we jumped them early to try to, you know, keep them on their heels. And then we made shots and we got out in transition for 30 points. But we wanted to still judge on not the score, but what are we trying to get accomplished in every possession? Are we playing the right way? Do we stay out of harm's way by being selfish? And that was how I judged, you know, the game. And once I watch film, and that's how we'll break it down and watch, and we'll see what the errors are, and then we'll make the corrections for Tuesday.
Butler made an impact. I mean, he was at Oregon at one time. I mean, you thought he'd be an impact player.
Yeah, and he will be. But at the Oregon thing, you need to play, right? And that's the beauty of coming down a level where you can play. As much as it is to be at that level, the best experience is actually in the game. And so last year he had, he played behind a guy who was a pretty good player, but towards the end of the year, I think he averaged 7 and 7. And so that was a building block for him to step in and be a guy that can contribute on a nightly basis for us.
A little surprised he came here or he had a chance of getting here.
Pretty good recruiter. Good question, though.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.